I just want to check on some sports stats, keep myself sharp here on the sports, and I'll use my computer and just go in here. I'm going to check. Okay.
So good.
Mike is feeling it, man.
Oh, it feels good. Oh, yeah.
Mike is back in the holding cell.
We have some additional light in here, but it still looks suspicious.
Yeah. Mike is somehow on the East Coast. We don't know how that happened, but it's so weird.
It's great to be with you guys.
Good to see you, man.
You look great, Dylan. Your house must have it must be pointed towards the sun. The amount of brightness you have, it's tremendous. I'm jealous.
I found the only spot in my house where the light actually makes me look somewhat decent in here.
I think you look hot.
I've got it situated. Somewhat, the light behind me's got to be off. The light over here is turned on. I have it just right. I can't move, or else I'll look bad. So that's why I'm here, man.
I don't have the O-ring light or whatever you want to call it, the ring light going, but I have a very basic light behind this camera. I won't fuck with it.
That's nice. I do have an announcement that next week I will have a full ring light setup. So big breaking news. I'm going full Instagram influencer. Just wait till Thursday, fam.
OnlyFans money is rolling in. I love it.
Hey, do I need the O light or the O-ring light? How much is that?
They're pretty tight.
What does it do? It just like makes you look hot?
It's like professional studio lighting basically, but it's like it makes you pop. Looks good.
I could use that.
Yeah.
We got a big show today. This is gonna be our most efficient show. I can feel it. This is gonna be the one that cuts off at 7:00 CST. A hard cutoff.
Oh, buddy, you are jinxing me so bad right now. All right, I've got cables in. We will see what level of success we have. But I am ready when you are ready for that audio.
Okay, so our good friend Dan, aka Jack Hammer, he turned us on to this video. Actually, I think I'm the only one who's actually watched it. Maybe Micah has. We need to watch this Colin Cowherd bit, and you guys tell me if this is a good bit or a bad bit.
All right. Do you want to watch the video, or I can't do the video, but I can do this here.
Audio.
Here we go.
First of all, you should wear it forward because it protects your eyes. Isn't that why you wear it? But let me just ask you. Let's say twice a year the Eagles ask Carson Wentz to meet with advertisers and suite holders. That's what teams do. Hi, I'm Carson Wentz. It's nice to meet you, sir. Oh, you run Chevron. It's nice to meet you, sir. You run Geico Insurance. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Carson Wentz. Oh, Bank of America CEO. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you. My name is Carson Wentz. Thank you. Or,
oh no,
I'm backward.
So me and the boys had beers last week. I'm the quarterback. What you got here? Bank of America. I've never been to a bank. You tell me there's not a difference between this look as a franchise quarterback.
Oh no.
And this look. I've seen.
Wow.
Carson Wentz has never been to a bank. So it's, Cowherd is on to something there. There's also direct deposit, of which I think he does okay.
Of all things to be critical about, what?
How to wear his hat, basically.
What?
Can you imagine if this was Skip Bayless and Dak, and how this would be playing out right now?
I wish that was the case.
Oh, buddy.
There are so many quarterbacks who do this, by the way.
Romo did it in a starter cap.
Roethlisberger does it. A lot of quarterbacks have done this and do this. So
I didn't know Romo had hair. Romo would so instantly take his helmet off and put that hat on backwards. Like, he was never without a hat, and he was always backwards. And you know what? You know who else is known for wearing a hat backwards? T-Man, who is living in the comments right now. So shouts to the T-Man. He said that Cowherd can catch these hands, so that's good.
Might have to let the chopper spray on Cowherd low key. All right, D-man, I see
Wow. I don't know if that's low key.
you. But
Anytime
you talking about wearing it on the? I know he did it like in a post game conference, like news conference or whatever. But on the sideline, that doesn't mean he does it in these professional settings.
And
What is he talking about?
It's just such a bad take. Like,
He's a fucking
who
athlete.
cares that Carson Wentz isn't good when he meets the CEO of Chevron? Even if he was like, if he walked up to that guy and kicked him in the nuts, if he's good at quarterback, he's going to be your quarterback. It's just such a bizarre, like alumni relations kind of thing. God, Cowherd is the worst.
So I want that in.
How often is the quarterback like actually meeting the CEO of Bank of America, like potential sponsors? Like in the event that he is, it's probably like a black tie deal. He's not wearing a hat. It's not a hat occasion unless it's felt season, and then he might be.
Yeah. We were going to write you guys a check for $50 million to sponsor the franchise, but your quarterback has a backwards cap on, so we're going to go ahead and pass. It just doesn't work like that.
Like my pants at the waist, so like my cap's forward, and I don't ever want to see shorts on the golf course. That's all I ask, kids. That's all I ask.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
All right, let's get into the rundown.
Let's get into the rundown. Want to do some quick tips?
Quick dips.
We're skipping around here to be efficient.
Nobody's smoking anything this weekend?
Nobody.
KJ,
I'm taking a week off. I'm taking time out.
I just got a ribeye at the store that I will be cooking probably tomorrow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's a big boy too. Do what?
Oh, I was going to say check it out on Meat Smokers Only on the gram if those picks turn out.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out before I promise picks on the gram.
Well, Dylan's never sent in a pick of anything he's grilled, so I fully expect this to be Dylan's first meat pick. I'm really excited for it.
I just, a steak, like a gut shot of a steak that you cooked, it's open for criticism. People are going to come at me no matter what. So I look forward to that.
Yeah, your cutting board game better be strong because KJ will go at your neck, man.
Don't show some plastic ass shit in the picks. Just throw it on the counter if you're going to do that.
It says here on the rundown that the Stars trail 2-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals. I feel like this is directed at KJ and I. KJ, I'll let you opine.
Again, it is 2-1, meaning the next game would make it 2-2. This series could be wrapped up by Monday evening when the Stars win the next three. Or it could be wrapped up ahead of then if the Lightning play like they did last night. I did want to ask, prior to this game, were any of you aware that Steven Stamkos was actually the anointed one? Because according to the broadcast, he is the legitimate second wedding.
Oh, man. Dude, all three of the broadcast team members had their knee pads on, and they were using them the entire night, man. That dude, it's so cool that he water like that. That's so fantastic.
I guess technically they do. It's ice and they're skating on it, but I can see the confusion.
He hockey stops on water.
I love it.
Well, I'll say this. Yes, it's a cool story. If it was Jamie Benn and he had been out since whatever February or March, whenever it was, I'd be very happy. He scored a goal on his only shot. It's an abdominal thing. I don't think he's going to play again. I don't know if he didn't come back out on the ice after that shift, right?
Nah. He said, hey, I've got one good goal in me in the first period, and I'll see you guys in February. But it hasn't been announced before. I don't know. Man,
I watched this entire game, and yes, I watched the entire third period. I did not turn it off. I knew they weren't gonna come back. You're not coming back from 5-1. But I wanted to see if they had any, had some fight in them, and they did. It turned into just like a what's the movie? Like just a hit fiesta, which was good. But I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that the real Tampa Bay has shown up to this thing.
My last question
to be pretty good.
I was going to say my last question
look strong
on this, Dylan and David, would be: is there any truth to the rumors that if Tampa finishes out this win, Jared Borislow will make his first TMD appearance?
Oh no.
He puts off the vibes of a guy who doesn't even watch hockey, and he just jumps on during like the finals.
Jared won't start watching until the Lightning win the third game of the series, and then he'll be tweeting hashtag day one. God, Jared's trash.
Oh, God. Oh, come on, man. We love Jay Bun on this program.
Can we
Not right now.
can we recommend Tyler Hero as a T-Man Halloween costume suggestion?
Ooh. Wait, so Tyler Hero needs to go as T-Man, or T-Man goes as Tyler Hero?
I don't know which one would be winning more from it. That's a good question.
They're like, dude, Tyler, man, you just won a ring, dude. Like, what's the deal? What's your costume? I'm T-Man.
Is that kid a rookie?
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
He's 20, I believe. He went for 37 last night. Pretty impressive. I have a take on this. I believe that the bubble is helping Tyler Hero more than any other player in the league, because if he was 20 years old with that much swag and that much drip in Miami and he went for 37, he would spend the next 48 hours just binging cocaine and being with the craziest day parties nonstop, and he'd never show up for Game 5. And since he's stuck in the bubble with apparently his Instagram model girlfriend who has 7.7 million followers, Tyler Hero is living quite well.
What's her name?
Yeah.
I can find out. It was sent to me today.
The people need that app. We may need to have a new entrant for Bubble Butt Baddie of the Week if Tyler
That's
Hero
more followers than we have.
Let me ask you this. Is she in the bubble?
Apparently she is. Apparently she is.
Oh, good for him.
I think he even shouted her out during his interview, like, I'm going to go, my girlfriend's here to take care of me tonight or something.
That's why he's got that swag. He's got that,
little extra.
Good for him.
He's got a lot of swag.
Thoughts on the Lakers dropping
Lakers.
Oh, Lakers.
Yeah, I think this is the only game that they lose in that series. They were going to drop one. They weren't going to sweep them. But yeah, they're winning that series.
So I've kind of been doubting Denver. I've doubted them through literally every series, and a lot of it's just kind of self-preservation. I don't want to anoint them yet. I think this thing is going 7. I think the Lakers pull it out, but dude, when Denver's clicking, man, they're a lot better on paper, top to bottom than the Lakers. So I really think that this thing might go 7. If it went 6, 6 would be my money, but do not be shocked if it goes 7.
I don't hate it. I do think the Nuggets win another. Definitely go 6. Agree with everything you just said. I stand by the thought that the Nuggets in either of the Eastern Conference teams would be a much more enjoyable series to watch just because of how these teams are built.
Yeah. Micah?
Sure. I can go with all that. That all sounds good.
Were you even listening? Did you find her page?
Well, I didn't. Well, I did actually. And someone named Michael Suster in the comments has her correct at here. Katia Elise Henry, something like that. So check that out.
Be a real shame if KJ pulled it up and put it up there. No, I'm kidding.
If I have to put onlyfans.com/that, like
no, that's her Instagram at. Just FYI.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll save my $15 a month.
And shouts to whoever said like she's going to show up in my reels tomorrow. That probably only when my fiance looks over my shoulder on her birthday is she going to see that girl. So looking forward to that.
Pro tip: just move that app off that.
Campbell would love her.
Guys, the hat is backward and it's sitting atop of my head. You know what that means? It can only mean one thing. It's time for College Corner.
I've got to get a better button for some of these on Thursdays. I'll fix that next week.
No, that's okay. Let's see. We had some breaking news. Do you want to do that here?
Yeah.
Pac-12 is back.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
This is hot off the press, isn't it? This just happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is real hot. Look at that.
Well, this isn't a very. It's really not nice to put flames, considering the entire West Coast is still on fire. And so maybe that wasn't the right thing to
Not
do.
on upset alert, Cheyenne.
Thumbs down. Sorry, that you're right. That was in poor taste, and I apologize to all of our friends in the Pac-12, West Coast, Pacific Northwest. What other regions are there? Yeah, they're back. What is it? They're going to play 7 games.
7 games starting November the 6th, I believe, was the announcement. With the goal of wrapping up by December the 12th. I think that's really everyone's target date, or maybe it's the 19th. That's everyone's target date. But there is a chance that anyone that's not basically 6-0 or 7-0 at that time might be playing like interconference games or other rivalry games that week.
This is like when you're doing a low key night at home and like you're gonna save money. You're not gonna just go out and be hungover the next day. And it's Saturday night and you get a text from like your buddies like, dude, just meet us out. And you're like, dude, it's 12:30, man. Bar's gonna be closed by the time I get there. And next thing you know, you're at the bar. You show up at 1:05. You have time for like 1 drink, maybe 2, and then you're back home. You're like, why did I do that? What was the point?
Talking about this before we started recording, but with a 7-game schedule, let's say I don't even know if there are some actual contenders in the Big 12 or the Pac-12 this year. Let's say one of them runs the table. They only have 7 games, so they go 7-0. Do they have like a legit claim to like be in a playoff at that point? When you have
said if they frog the Longhorns for like a 4th spot.
well,
or UCF, it's gonna be UCF, isn't it?
I'm looking up the top 25.
I mean, the SEC is playing what, like a 10-game schedule? Is that right?
10 games, all conference.
Big 12, I think it's the same. The Big 10 they're playing more than 7, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
8, I think.
It would take a lot. I don't know. I just don't see that happening.
On quick glance, I do not see a single Pac-12 team on here, but this is after a couple of weeks, and
I've read that there are AP rules that a team cannot be in the top 25 until they've played their first game or until they are scheduled to play their first game. There's something about
it. Must be the scheduled part because we all know the preseason AP polls are trash.
That's true too. Did you guys see our favorite commissioner, Larry Scott of the Pac-12, paid himself a $2.5 million bonus, and then they furloughed like 75 employees.
Oh,
he's a job creator. He's a job creator.
Bad luck.
Yeah, apparently he gave a bunch of employees bonuses before they were furloughed. So it's sort of but he moved the bonus period up so he could get his as well. Really, he's an all-timer.
Well,
if anyone on the left coast cared about college sports, like people would be insane. But that's okay. I'm excited for Pac-12 football after dark. That'll be great.
We got SEC this weekend.
Oh yeah, big boy football. Let's go.
Yeah. Cool. We got a lot of storylines. I will be dialed into Bama, Mizzou. Why, you ask? Because freshman standout cornerback from Duncanville, Texas, Ennis Rakestraw or Rakestraw, I don't know how he pronounces it. He is getting the start. Wow. And he is playing probably the best wide receiving core in the country at Alabama, and it's going to be fun. Hope he does not get cooked, but it's probably not going to end well. He's a freshman, but shout out to Ennis.
I love it.
We don't have to talk about Missouri, Alabama, other than it's going to be ugly. First game with a new coach, first game with a new quarterback. True freshman corner starting. Not great.
Let's go.
I don't know what the line is, but I'm taking Bama.
Well, we'll get to that later. Or, well, maybe we won't.
Dylan just can't stop picking games.
Better stories out of the SEC as we get the debut of both Kiffin and Leach, which we will pick the Leach game later because Leach is walking into not Death Valley. What the hell do they call LSU? I'm mixing it up with Clemson.
It is Death Valley.
It's Death Valley.
Both of them are Death Valley. They both
confusingly.
It's where opponents' dreams go to die.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, my brain wasn't misfiling things. But we also have 2 top 25 teams with Kentucky going to Auburn. as Calipari and Charles Barkley told you all about the other night. And then UGA at Arkansas, which quick trivia. What's Arkansas's head coach's name?
John Miller.
Do not know.
Michael Dickinson.
I forgot to type it in the rundown, so I don't fucking know either.
It's definitely it's not Chad Morris.
No, I think it's Matt Pittman. I think so. The lineman coach from Georgia.
Oh, P-Man.
Yeah, the P-Man.
It's Sam Pittman. That is correct.
Oh, dude, Sammy Pitts. That dude fucking partied.
Sammy P parties.
What else we got? Oh yeah, we got Auburn and Kentucky. Oh, that's actually in Auburn. Okay. Well, that's going to be a fun game. Kentucky's got a lot of hype. People are putting Auburn on upset alert. I'm not, but some people are.
Ooh. Some people say SEC gets rated too high.
Oh, it's spooky. The storyline that everybody's talking about this game, Auburn. It looks like freshman out of Duncanville, Chris Thompson Jr. is going to get some reps at safety. He's been competing. Really going to be interesting to see. But Duncanville got a couple standouts in the SEC already. Check it out.
Hey.
All right, I'm going to back off here, and I'm going to allow the floor to be given to Dylan because we have number 8 Texas heading out to Tortillaville, a.k.a. the LBK, a.k.a. Hub City, a.k.a. make sure you don't sleep with anyone outside of the loop because you will go to the Student Center, Texas Tech.
We got Texas in the all whites in Lubbock. The Stormtrooper uniforms, the best road uniforms in the country, are back. And I don't see a problem with this game. It's not a trap game. Texas rolls. Texas Tech struggled with Houston Baptist. No one even knew that was a program until recently.
I did.
No, you didn't. No one did.
No, I didn't.
Weird things happen in Lubbock, but luckily this is not a night game. It's a 2:30 kickoff, which is huge for Texas. So not going to be a problem.
Absolutely.
Are they letting fans in?
Only the drunk ones.
I don't know.
I think they're at 25% capacity.
Trevor, T-Man, shut up with that. Get out of here.
Speaking of T-Man, UNT at Houston's been postponed. It was Houston's 4th postponement.
It's probably good news. That's good news for UNT.
A lot of people were hoping to see UNT play this weekend, but they won't.
God, a lot of haters in the chat, man. A lot of haters.
Who's got a better passing attack, the Longhorns or Houston Baptist? I mean,
sports fans.
Whoa!
What?
You got it, Jason. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What's he doing?
He was picking up some bread that I purchased on his behalf today. You know Will, he gets that bread.
Okay.
You guys are so weird.
Shouts to Easy Tiger. They had a bake sale.
Oh, I did hear about that. I wish I would have gone by. Yeah, so, long story short, who's got a better passing attack, HBU or
You gotta think
Texas Longhorns?
You got to think it's the University of Texas, Dave.
Okay. I'm just saying, weird things happen in Lubbock. I don't care if it's daytime. I used to live there. I can claim it. I didn't play there, but or I didn't go to college there either. Everybody probably knew I didn't play there. Just look out. We'll pick. I think we're picking this one, aren't we?
Picking that one. We're picking that one. Now, again, I do not have a sounder for it, but the debut of the Combat Sportsman on Thursday night.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Micah, where are you watching the fights? UFC 253. We got a co-main event. We got Izzy. We got Stylebender versus Paulo Costa. I'm excited for this. I will be getting it at my place if you want to come over.
Wow, that is a wonderful offer. I will consider. I would love to do that. I will talk to you offline. Things are not under my control.
Get to the Combat Sports Minute.
But not very often you have a championship fight between two legitimately undefeated contenders. Should be a good one. I always like watching the Stylebender. Let's watch some cage fights.
Thank you, team, for that compliment.
Who are you picking?
I like Israel.
Okay.
I like that pick. Do I need to know anything about Reyes and Blachowicz before we get to your pick, David?
These are basically the two guys who. So John Jones left the division, light heavyweight. He's now a heavyweight. And is there a belt on the line? His light heavyweight belt's on the line here, right?
I think it is.
It would make sense. This will either be for the belt or put them in line to fight for the belt. I don't know. I should know that, but I don't. Reyes fought John Jones 2 or 3 months ago. Fought him very well. Arguably definitely won the first 2 rounds. John Jones won the last 3, or he did enough in the last 2 to get the decision. It was a close fight, though. And the dude he's fighting is Polish, right? He's just like a Polish monster. Dude, just an absolute hammer. Probably got a huge hammer himself.
Yeah, probably so.
And then do we even want to touch? Oh, I'm sorry. What's your Izzy and Paolo fight pick?
Man, you could give me an argument for Paolo. I think Dan's picking him, but I'm going to go Izzy. Izzy's fought big dudes like this before, Yoel Romero being one. I think this is going to be Izzy. I think Izzy's going to get a knockout because I think Paolo's going to be overly aggressive and get caught.
Gotcha. So do we even want to touch this, or do we want to jump into picks?
Okay. We're not going 30 minutes. Let me just say this. I've had 2 different arguments over the Colby Covington LeBron thing. Colby Covington, of course, fights at 170. He's a fantastic fighter. He's got a wrestling background. He's got good hands. He doesn't knock people out, but he's a technical fighter. And he called out LeBron. His shtick is he's a big Trump guy. It's a total bit. He might be living the bit. He might have become the bit. That happens to people. Look at all of us, mainly me. Micah too. And KJ. He called out LeBron and other woke athletes. That's his whole thing. Because he did beat up Tyron Woodley last weekend. Who wins in a fight? LeBron, if you give LeBron a training camp, or Colby Covington? Keep in mind, LeBron is 6'9", 6'9", 6'8", 250 or so, depending on when you catch him in the season. Colby Covington, 5'11", fights at 170, probably walks around at 185, maybe 190.
This is tough. This is a good matchup. I know nothing about this guy, but LeBron legit is like one of the best pure athlete, maybe the best pure athlete the world has ever seen. Not to mention he's 6'8", 260.
Thank you.
That's tough. I don't know.
Mike, I feel like you got some takes. You might disagree.
I mean, I don't want to say Colby.
Twitchy 260 pounds is tough to beat in a hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, Colby is a wrestler by trade. I feel like once they get to the ground, he's going to, be in a better position. Although he's not a jiu-jitsu master, but I don't think you could train LeBron in 6 weeks or 12 weeks. Give him a 12-week training camp. I don't think you can do it. And the other thing is, if you watch basketball, every offseason there's always a video that goes viral. This year it was Russell Westbrook, like in a boxing gym, like training MMA, and all basketball players throw the worst, most pathetic punches. They don't look athletic at all. And I don't like it for LeBron. You think a long guy with that distance, he could keep the distance. But I mean, I hate to go with Colby here, but I think I might have to.
I think a lot of people are like just seeing MMA fighter versus LeBron, and like they're probably thinking they're evenly matched as far as size goes. But somebody pointed out this guy's a little bit bigger than me. And if you give arguably the greatest athlete of our time, just athlete, genetic, like just a freak, you give him time to train, he could learn takedown defense, and he can stuff a 170-pound dude trying to take him down, and he can score some bows. He's got the reach. He's LeBron, dude. He works out with that Navy SEAL trainer. There's no way he's going out like a bitch.
He's strong as hell, man.
It has been. It is personal too. So, like, if LeBron needed motivation, I mean, he's got plenty of motivation to get in there. Maybe you're starting to win me over, Dave.
A pissed off LeBron is going to handle himself in the octagon.
And Dylan, you're not thinking about this. LeBron's got dad dick.
He's got that strength, Dave. Oh, come on.
Shouts to Trev Cat, who said, boxing, give me Braun. MMA, give me Colby. Maybe there's some truth to that. Colby not known for his power.
Yeah, I don't know about going to the mat with an MMA trained fighter.
Micah did it.
We're not going to find out, so it doesn't matter.
Dude, chump the champ. LeBron's the new chump the champ.
Yeah, maybe I should consult with him and be his coach. I've been through this before, Braun.
Speaking of dad dick, it's time.
Seriously? So gross.
Dip picks.
Let's
Bring
go.
everybody up to speed. Last week, David, not a good week for you, boy. 4 and 6 did not hit your big boy stack. Dylan, 6 and 4, also did not hit that BBS. I, on the other hand, broke even for 2 weeks straight. Luckily, hit my big boy stack. Shout out to the Falcons. Micah totally redeemed himself. Went 8 and 2 on his picks for the week and hit his big boy stacks.
That's good.
11 points, bringing him all the way to tie for first place with me for 16 points in the year. Dylan at 14. David, slow burn at 9 points. Let's jump into week 3. Kicking off with tonight's game that kicks off here in about 15 minutes.
We'll be done by then.
We will be done by then. I can guarantee that. Because somebody in here is trying to go watch the stash and Minshew Mania. Dolphins at Jags. I will go first. Give me Jags. No question about it.
I'll ride with Jacksonville too. Sorry, Dave. I like the Jags by a field goal here.
We'll go Micah, me, then Dylan. I'll go. I'm riding with the Jags. I feel like Miami's got a lot of injuries.
Dylan.
And they're Miami.
A lot of people don't know this, but Jacksonville is the largest city in the country by land area, and for that reason, I am on the Jags minus 2.5.
I love it. Well, we'll stick with Dylan. Texas is favored by 17.5 going into Lubbock.
Texas rolls. Texas wins this by 20 plus. I'm not worried about it. Texas minus 17.5.
Micah.
Hate to agree with Dylan, but I'm with him here. Horns by 3 touchdowns.
David.
What is it, 17.5?
17.5.
Texas wins. Texas does not cover. Give me the Raiders, the Red Raiders. Let's go.
In a closet over there is a very gently used Texas Tech jersey. I will go with Sam Ehlinger to make up for all my past mistakes. Give me Texas.
Let's go.
The college game day game of the week is in Miami for Florida State, Miami. I screwed up one of my biggest picks week 1, picking Florida State to beat Georgia Tech. I will ride with the listeners, and I will pick Florida State again. Give me Florida State. Miami is favored by 10.5.
I'm on the U. I've been on them the last 2 weeks. I like them again this week. Miami's for real, and I think they're going to win this game by 3 touchdowns.
I am also on the U. Just have no confidence in Florida State at this point.
David?
I've been beating that drum for De'Aaron King. Everybody knows that. I'm riding with the U. Let's go. I think, dude, De'Aaron King, he is arguably on the Heisman bubble. Arguably.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. Manny Diaz is big time too. Okay. Mike Leach and the Mississippi State Bulldogs, who got that flag changed, are going into Death Valley Part 1 and or 2, I don't know, to face the completely stripped down defending national champions LSU. LSU's favored by 16.5. David.
LSU, new coach. He needs time, and it's a tough draw for him to have to go on the road to Baton Rouge first game. But give me LSU. That's the kid who backed up. What's his name? Burrow. Right? Yeah, he looked good in his 16 minutes of playing time last season. Let's ride with the LSU.
Dylan.
LSU is losing a lot, not just Burrow, and their stud receiver is sitting out the year as well. I forgot that Mike Leach was at Mississippi State until you just reminded me. I'm taking the Pirate. I got Mississippi State plus 16.5.
Wow.
Go Tigers. I think LSU. I think it's going to take some time for Leach to get his guys in there. And, that downfield passing attack takes some dudes. And I don't know if they have in Mississippi State.
And that's
Give me
where
LSU.
Air Raid is specializes in short and intermediate passes, swing passes, screen passes, mesh routes. Give me Mississippi State to cover. Louisville is going to Pitt, a game that everyone's been studying, everyone's excited about, but is number 24 at Pitt. This is our toss-up game for the week because Pitt's only favored by 2.5 in college. Let's pick them, I guess. I will take Pitt. Got out.
Big on Pitt. I'm bullish on Pittsburgh.
Dave Holstead still there, whatever his name is.
I'm going to fade you two. I'm going Louisville.
Lou.
Plus 2.5.
David.
Guys, this should be your typical ACC game in September and will likely come down to the last 5 minutes of the game. Conventional wisdom says the Panthers should be able to have success moving the ball against a subpar Cardinals defense. However, Pitt struggled at times to do that against Syracuse. The Cardinals have a ton of offensive weapons to stay in and even win the game. However, they dug themselves a hole early against Miami, and they weren't able to recover. They will now face a Pitt team who is arguably one of the nation's best defensive lines. This game could really go either way, but Pitt seems like it's the better team here. I'm riding with Pitt. Those are my takes.
Welcome to David's Read of the Week. Okay, number 23, Kentucky is headed to Auburn. Auburn's ranked number 8 and favored by 7.5.
Give me Bo Nix. Give me Auburn.
I'll take Auburn as well.
I got Kentucky plus 7.5.
David?
Kentucky's coming in hot. I think Auburn's going to win by 2 touchdowns. Give me Auburn.
Okay.
Threw me for a loop there. All right, jumping into the NFL to wrap up dip picks for the week. We have the Las Vegas surprise. We won that game. Raiders going to New England. New England is favored by 5.5. David.
Ooh. Patriots win. But they do not cover. Give me the Raiders. Raiders got weapons, dude. They've got weapons. They look okay. Derek Carr looked very good in the second half of that game the other night.
I have 2 rules. I don't bet against Bill Belichick, and I don't ever bet on the ultimate beta male quarterback, Derek Carr. Give me the Patriots.
I cannot stand Derek Carr. He's just he's just an absolute boner.
Say it. He's a beta male.
That he's a boner. I'm going to stick with that. But they looked freaking good, man. I am going to take Vegas to win outright.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa.
Josh Jacobs is dealing with a hip injury. That concerns me. I don't think Rashard holds up to win in New England. Give me New England. Without any shaming of any sort, we will pick the Cowboys at Seattle unless anyone wants to hold this for their big boy stacks.
I am holding for big boy stack.
Okay. All right. So I will go ahead and pick.
I don't know which way that's going to go.
Games in Seattle. I am going to pick Seattle because they got future playing in the pregame. Dylan.
I think
Seattle's favorite 5, by the way.
Yeah, I think Seattle rolls here, but I'm picking Dallas because we them boys.
Respected. David?
I don't think this is necessarily going to end their season, but Seattle's really, really good, and I don't see the Cowboys going up there and taking it. I'm riding with Seattle.
Seattle.
Emotional hedging.
I love it. I think I added 1 or 2 mini games. We got 3 more. Oh, actually, we were picking 1 on Monday. Okay, we have Rams at Buffalo. Buffalo is favored by 2.5. Some people are saying this is the real America's team. The Bills, that is. Bills.
Western New York's not America.
Okay.
Who are you picking? We'll go Micah.
I don't know why. I have a feeling I like the Rams here. I think Buffalo's good. I think the Rams are going to get this one.
I think the Rams are back. Okay.
And that's a money line wager, by the way. I think they win the football.
I got Rams as well.
David?
Rams are 2-0. They will be 2-1 after this week. Buffalo wins this game. Josh Allen is on fire right now. Cole Beasley, I guess he's still in Buffalo. I don't know. I haven't followed much.
He is.
Buffalo's good, dude.
All right. And for our final pick before Big Boy Stacks, we have Green Bay at New Orleans, who let all of us down last week.
I'm going Green Bay big this week. I am thoroughly on board the Drew Brees is washed bandwagon, and I don't like saying it, but I think he's done, and I think Green Bay embarrasses them at home.
I'm going to say somehow New Orleans is favored by 3 here.
Sprinkle it.
Yeah, I think Michael Thomas is sitting out again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just not the same without him, I don't think. I'm taking Green Bay to win outright.
And I will go ahead and fade the two of you and stay pat on New Orleans. There are too many SMU Mustangs on that team for me to pick against them this week. Give me the Saints.
Okay. I'm riding with Aaron Rodgers, man. Drew Brees is washed.
All right, so let's jump into Big Boy Stacks. David, you mentioned it earlier, or you wrote it in here, so I guess you're riding with it. Oh no, this is a whole different line. What have you got here?
What are you talking about?
Oh, there was something written in here, and maybe I didn't delete this out.
Oh, no, that's T-State. I'm riding with the Texas State Bobcats at BC, getting 17.5. Trap game for BC. Looking ahead, they just beat the shit out of Duke, right? They're looking ahead for Mac Brown and the Tar Heels. Give me T-State. KJ, did I fuck this up?
No. You are fine, but the line I saw, I guess I looked at the over. I thought the line was like -50 or something. It was like, you got a lot more points coming your way than that. Okay, you're right. I just saw the wrong.
KJ, I know that's the line because I got it off of my actual book, and I did put a big boy stack on it.
Respect.
Love that. My big boy stack's going on Vegas plus 5.5.
Love it. I will go once again to the men and women and mostly men in this game that defend our great country. We'll be playing against the Cincinnati Bobcats, an AAC Eastern Division powerhouse. I can't find the line, but it doesn't matter because I believe in our soldiers. I support the troops. I'm going with Army to upset Cincinnati. Give me Army for my big boy stacks. I'll add the line here in a second.
Okay.
Oh, 13.5. Army.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi, guys. Hey, I'm Mike McCarthy. I'm fat as a house.
Okay.
I know a lot of people have been talking about me recently. I don't know if you guys know this. I spent a whole year outside of the game of football in my shed, just breaking down football. I love football. Guess what? I tricked Jerry Jones into hiring me. He's an idiot. Everybody already knew this, but it's true. Now, look, you probably thought I was in there devising strategies and doing stuff. No, here's some things that Mike McCarthy found out he likes in the year off. Well, one, I also realized that Aaron Rodgers might be good at football. The Packers went 13-3 without me. Maybe I'm not a good coach. Look, here's what I know. I love 4 things. I love failing on fake punts. I love cheeseburgers. I mean,
Mike, this is so bad.
Light, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys.
Who's your pick?
I love Micah's Read of the Week, available wherever you find Micah on social media at Micah Weiner, MicahWiner. And guess what? My lock of the week is betting against me, Mike McCarthy, because I am trash. Bet against the Cowboys every week until they prove me otherwise. And that's Micah's Big Boy Stack Lock of the Week. Check it out on Micah's Read of the Week. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
people aren't going to like that, Micah.
I hated that.
Mama, there goes that man.
Micah, why? We get a clip. Do we clip that? Like, what do we do?
I think we just cut it from when we posted on the feed. We just edited it
a 1-game suspension for Monday. Let's announce that.
All right, we better wrap it up. We went way.
All right,
we
got love for all our thick boys and girls out there. I just want to put that out there, except for Micah. Micah does not.
You know I'm searching every opportunity. So I
love the thick boys and the thick girls. I just hate Mike McCarthy, and I don't like football coaches that are big as a house. I'm out on it.
No, that's a good way to end it. Spit on it, Bay. All right. Well, we'll see you Monday. This audio will be dropping in your. Sorry, KJ. We'll be dropping in your podcast feed tomorrow morning, maybe tonight. We'll see what happens. Bye.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.